Good morning and welcome to my apparently not very sunny right now super commute. I've been doing this for about 7 months and I figured it's about time I show you all what it's like. So off we go. I live in downtown San Diego, as you can see here, and I work up in Carlsbad, California. Not the pretty part of Carlsbad, the airport part of Carlsbad, as you'll see, unfortunately, but either way, it's about a 35-mile commute one way. So it's shorter than when I commuted to Olympia, but it's still a pretty big commute. And I do this 3 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and then Mondays and Fridays I get to work from home, thankfully. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started. I usually will walk to the train station, and you'll see the train station in a bit, but since this is a transit channel and not a walking channel, I figured I'll take transit there today. So this is Broadway. This is the main east-west arterial in downtown San Diego, and lots of buses run along it, but only 2 of the routes serve Santa Fe Depot, which is where we're going. So we'll see which one comes first, and I'll see you on the bus. MTS Route 923 connects downtown San Diego with the Ocean Beach neighborhood via the airport on weekdays. It runs along Broadway between City College and Santa Fe Depot. Today we'll be riding it just about half a mile to get to Santa Fe Depot Station. Thank you. And here we are. Welcome to Santa Fe Depot Station. This is our main Amtrak station here in San Diego. There goes the trolley. Our main Amtrak station, but also the main station for the coaster commuter train, which is what I will be taking next. Santa Fe Depot is San Diego's central train station and was opened in 1915 to accommodate visitors to the Panama, California Exposition. It is a historic landmark for the city and is the 3rd busiest Amtrak station in the state of California. It's served by Amtrak, coaster, and trolley services, as well as rapid and local buses. A little shrine to trains and buses here. Anyway, 2 trains, that sounds like what I want. The station is honestly really not very well designed, because if you come out of the building and are not taking Amtrak, you can't go through because Amtrak's boarding gate is closed. So I have to walk all the way around out here, and then because the trolley tracks have a fence between them and the coaster, I have to walk all the way back there to get to the coaster track. But anyway, I'll do that and I'll see you on the train. Okay, and welcome to Coaster. Unfortunately, today's train is all the older, unrefurbished cars, so I can't show you the fancy new seats, but we did ride them on our Canada to Mexico trip last summer, so you can go check that out if you really want to see the new coaster cars. Anyway, it's about a 50-minute ride from here up to Carlsbad, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Anyway, we're on the coaster, and some of you might be asking, why do I super commute when this is my full-time job? It kind of made sense for me to super commute when I had an internship last summer, as some of you know, when I commuted from Seattle to Olympia, because I wasn't going to move to Olympia for a summer internship. But I moved to San Diego just for this job, and it just makes more sense for me personally to super commute, because getting to where my work is on transit isn't super easy, and I figured living in downtown San Diego would be better on the 4 days a week where I'm not commuting to Carlsbad, because I'd have, more flexibility, more freedom to go where I want, when I want. And it has been, it has been better for that. There's better transit for sure in downtown San Diego than eastern Carlsbad. Anyway, this is one of Coaster's reverse commute trains. They run a decent number of trains. It's not as frequent during peak as it probably should be, but that's because they also have to share the tracks with Amtrak, and there aren't a lot of train tracks out here, unfortunately. But, they do their best. And during peak, Coaster runs between every 20 minutes and every hour. So it's not terrible, but it's usable. And anyway, yeah, so I'm riding this all the way up to Carlsbad Poinsettia Station, and let's enjoy the ride. Coaster is San Diego County's commuter rail system running between downtown San Diego and Oceanside. During the train ride, I usually work for about 50 minutes, which allows me to leave work an hour earlier at the end of the day, because I only have to work 7 hours in office, which is very helpful. Especially with a commute this long, you always want to save as much time as you can get. However, I do of course take time to enjoy the views along the ride. So I usually have breakfast on the train. It's not usually pancakes, but today I had extras. So pancakes, banana, and in here we have orange juice. So breakfast and some morning work on the train. Here are the trolley tracks for the blue line, which will head up to UCSD, and we're just splitting off now. We'll head through the canyon and then up north even further. It's the last speedy part for a little while. Okay, welcome to Poinsettia Station. Now walking over to the bus, which will be our last ride of the morning. Take us the rest of the way to the office. First, I have to cross under the tracks. For some reason, Coaster and Amtrak run backwards, meaning like northbound trains are on the left side, or I guess west side of the tracks. But basically, the trains run on the left side instead of the right, like they normally would, or like a car would. So it's kind of confusing, and in the mornings I have to cross the tracks. But it's fine. And the buses hold for the trains if the trains are late, which is nice. Or they're supposed to in theory, but they usually do. front bus is our ride this morning, which means we're very lucky as a bus foamer. That's a New Flyer D40 LF, built in 2000. It's 25 years old, and they're very fast. They're my preferred ride to work because they usually mean I get to work on time. The NCTD 445 is the main bus service along Palomar Airport Road in Carlsbad and San Marcos, California. It unfortunately only runs during peak hours only, but is timed with coaster trains to and from San Diego, meaning it's designed for the reverse commuters like myself, which is really useful and really means that I have a guaranteed ride to work as long as I'm traveling during my normal commute hours. My coworker, who some of you all might know.
Hi. We're doxing ourselves.
Yeah, we're doxing ourselves.
We're doxing.
Sure, we're doxing ourselves. This is the bus to work.
You could also look on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I think you can figure out where we work. But yeah, you've been working here for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
How do you find the 445 so far?
It's great, excellent service, right when you need it, and no other time at all whatsoever. Which is the most efficient allocation of resources, and you can tell by the enormous ridership.
Oh yes, it's very busy. Clearly, this is a standing room only bus right here. We've got so many people on this bus,
and we're annoying the 4 other people on board. It's going to be 0 next week.
Probably. Anyway.
It's 9 o'clock now.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we're 5 minutes late. The bus is supposed to... Oh my gosh, I'm in some weird cinematic video mode. Anyway, the bus is supposed to get here at 8:55, and now it's 9, and I have a meeting at 9. So, I'll see you all later. I work at a small public transit planning focused consulting firm in Carlsbad, California called TMD. We mostly work with transit agencies, small and large, across the US. My typical day as an associate transit planner usually consists of writing Word documents, attending some meetings, doing Excel analysis, and so on. As a transit nerd, it's very fulfilling work to do. Okay, I am done with work now, and I figured, since I had to rush in the morning because I had a meeting and I was late, well, the bus was late, I figured I should show you around the area a little bit. I have a couple minutes until my bus. It's legal to jaywalk here, so anyway. So that's the building. It's a pretty generic suburban office park building. Is the road. That's Palomar Airport Road over there, which is a pretty major strode. It's like 8 lanes wide, and the speed limit is 55 miles an hour. And then, the other feature of this location is that the Carlsbad Palomar Airport is right there. So we get a lot of aircraft noise, lots of flights coming in, lots of private jets. But, you know, it's fine. Anyway, it's time to go home. I figure you are all already know what's gonna happen, so I'll just, you know, play some clips of transit, I guess, and I'll see you downtown San Diego. Okay, and we are back. Very noisy Santa Fe Depot. Just got off Coaster. There's Amtrak over here. Anyway, I said in the morning, I normally walk home, but I figure I should show y'all transit or something. So let's go take the trolley home. If the trolley is coming, we'll find out. I mean, there's one there now, but I also don't really want to take the green line. Anyway, I'll let y'all know. You probably can't see that, but it says 3 minutes. It's running a little late, but that's fine. It's worth it for not having to walk like half a mile. For those of you who watched the full Canada to Mexico via local transit adventure, you'll have seen the Blue Line before, as it was our last transit ride of the entire trip. However, today I'm just taking it a couple stops to get closer to my apartment. The Blue Line is the busiest of the 4 MTS trolley lines, and carries passengers from UTC station up near the UCSD campus all the way down to the San Isidro International border with Mexico.
Passengers must have a valid fare. No smoking, baking, or eating is permitted on the trolley, and drinks must be in a spill-proof or sealed container. Priority seating for senior and disabled riders is located near.
Well, that was my commute. It's 6 transit rides, 70 miles, and we're supposed to talk about fares, I think. At least I did that on my last super commute video. Anyway, fares, I pay $7.50 a day because I buy Coaster Day passes in a 10-pack, which is cheaper than buying a monthly pass because I only commute 3 days a week. So it's $7.50 a day for everything, no matter if I take any extra rides or anything. However, I'll put the cost for the individual rides up on screen in case you're curious. So yeah, that's it. That's my commute. It's not too bad. I mean, it's like 6:30 p.m. now, so I get to go home and have dinner. And, can't really complain. So yeah, thank you for following along. And good night.